All right. Is it ready to go?
Not yet.
All right.
Live streaming now. Says it's live on YouTube.
Okay, you're live. Yep, you are live.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to BMC St. Baldrick's event. Appreciate everybody who's joining in to watch us shave our heads, wear green hair, have some fun. It's a great time to take a little pause out of our busy schedule to do something good and give back. And I'm honored to be part of BMC Cares here and to actually drive this initiative with Dave Tobias over here, the man with the new hair this year. We will look forward to that one being shaved off this year. I want to say welcome first to all our family and friends out there. We wouldn't be here today without your donations, your effort, standing behind all these great people that are donating their hair today, donating their time, wearing the green hair in honor of St. Baldrick's. And it's everybody who's watching us and part of it, and our family and friends and colleagues. Thank you so much for this. Thank you to the teams, right? So thank you to Eric Lightfoot, who is putting up a monster number, for joining us, and Katie for the multiple years that you've done with your team, and Jacobo bringing over the West, and then our friends out into international, all you guys. So Morgan and Raul and Regina and everybody. So we thank you guys for making this a large global event. And I got to say, I'm very excited for this year, Dave. But before we kick it off, I mean, some people are new. Why don't you give us a little intro, St. Baldrick's, who they are, and
love to, George,
and what they do and why we do this.
Thank you. So it's fantastic to see so many smiling faces doing this again and again. But for those who don't know, and for those who are watching at home, St. Baldrick's is a fantastic foundation that's been in existence now for over 30 years. Their singular mission, their only mission on this earth is to eradicate all forms of childhood cancer. It's all they do. And since St. Patty's Day in 2000, they have funded grants to the tune of $306 million, all funneled to the absolutely necessary and grossly underfunded research that is necessary. Nothing happens without the research. And so for me and my family, George and his family, we thank you all for being here and for doing good and for being good. Today is going to be a celebration of doing that good. So thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the cause. And I love BMC binds us. This cause binds us forever.
Thank you. And I would love to then say thank you to everybody out here and being a part of this. So Jeff Hardy, who's on the call, he's one of our co-hosts, and he's actually our executive sponsor. Jeff, thank you as always, giving us this opportunity to do this with BMC, for our BMC family and with all our personal families, and really an honor to have you on the call with us today. Can you just, give us a few words from the Helm, please?
Yeah, look, so first of all, thank you, hippies, for the lead in. I have never seen Tobias's hair that is a new record. It's amazing. And I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't deeply envious of George's wavy brown hair. As someone with no hair, and if I did, it would be gray. It's, I do feel like, taking the hand off from them is, is certainly a giant step down for our audience today. So thanks for having us. George and Dave, thank you to everybody that has helped raise money for St. Baldrick's, that's helped, that's shaved their heads certainly and participated in that regard. And to all of you that have played whatever role you have in raising money for this terrific charity that is actively trying to stamp out childhood cancer by researching and selecting the right and the best possible research that can potentially lead to additional cures in the future and treatments for kids with cancer. So we've got an exciting day planned, right? I mean, we're We're going to get into shaven heads. We'll hear from some folks that all of you work with and some of their stories with regard to childhood cancer. I'm excited. This is a big event for us in the Americas, certainly, but globally from a BMC Cares standpoint. BMC Cares commitment to health and wellness is, look, it's all about stuff like this. It's all about cancer prevention and childhood cancer research. If you're not familiar with BMC Cares, if you're potentially new to the organization, BMC Cares is sort of our philanthropic arm at BMC that does everything from help, facilitates, and economic or financial donations to worthy causes, or that helps the organization funnel grants and donations to charities that way, or that helps coordinate our time, right? I mean, a lot of you, if you've been here for over a year and 3 months, you may have been to a QBR back when we actually got to see each other in person. And a lot of times we would attach a BMC Cares event to a QBR where we'd pack bags for the homeless, or we'd go help clean up a beach, or we'd do something to give back to the community. And BMC Cares is the avenue and sort of the organization that helps coordinate all of that effort. So it's a big part of how we build a destination company here at BMC, and it's really exciting. I think we've given to St. Baldrick's a little over $250,000 in the last 5 years from a BMC standpoint, which is incredible. This is I think another record-setting year, but I'll leave that to Dave and George to tell you a little bit about. But this thing started with Dave and George getting their head shaved at a bar in New York. They got a handful of people to come to the bar with them. Then those people got involved. Then they got more people involved in the Americas. And now you've got Eric Lightfoot, leading the charge for the enterprise team, right? And I think he's the lead. His team is leading the fundraising effort this year. You've got Katie Riccobono did all kinds of stuff to get the inside sales team, especially in Cary, motivated around participating in this as well. Matt Chapman got the customer success team to play a huge role in this. The international team, I mean, you've got Raul sitting in, the plaza in Spain on a sunny day, and Morgan Weltner in EMEA also, rounding up people there to play a role. Eduardo Lugo and Pato in Latin America leading the LATAM team. Thank you guys. And Jacobo Crespo, I think George mentioned in the beginning, really turned this into, from a New York event to, an across the country thing by getting the West involved as well. So thank you to those folks that have led the efforts of their organization to get involved in this. Thank you again to all of you that have participated in making this such an incredible event and such a terrific moment for BMC and for St. Baldrick's. And I'm excited to watch everybody join the club, shave some heads. And with that, George and Dave, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Appreciate it, Jeff. And again, Jeff, it's with your leadership and everybody within BMC's leadership giving us the opportunity to do this and to allow us to do things that we love. And we really appreciate that. And BMC is great at it. So thank you for doing that for us. Great. Dave, I think.
They froze.
Uh-oh.
I was going to say, did they freeze for anybody besides me?
Absolutely are, George. So I mentioned to us, she was here for a really long time. Christine Stone, I'd like to pull you up on the screen now. Christine joined us a few years ago. I'll let her tell the story. I will not divulge anything here, but Christine, we're so happy to have you back here to give everyone an update on how things are doing. I'll give you the microphone. You just tell it like you want to and get everyone all happy. Can't wait to hear how you're doing.
Sure. So hi, everyone. It is so good to see so many familiar faces here today. I've missed you guys. For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Christine Stone. I lead our customer advocacy team at Pros Software. But prior to Pros, I was with BMC for over 10 years. And I'm excited to be here today to give an update on Ava, my daughter, and to see some new do's. So for those who don't know Ava's story, my daughter Ava was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, also known as bone cancer, a week after her 7th birthday in July of 2017. And we've been through a lot. We've been through several surgeries, including a life-changing one to save her leg, where they removed her right femur bone and replaced it with a magnetic rod that would grow with her as she grows. She completed chemotherapy treatment back in May of 2018. And it is just so amazing to kind of see where she is today. Just a real quick plug on St. Baldrick's. So Dr. Nino Renuso of Baylor College of Medicine and of Texas Children's Hospital oversees Ava's care. And so it was amazing to learn that he was actually a recipient of a grant from the St. Baldrick's Foundation in 2017, the same year that Ava was diagnosed. And he was also, I believe, one of the first fellows for St. Baldrick's in 2007. So it's just incredible to learn that of all of the various treatment options that became available from then until now, and how my daughter has been able to accept some of those treatment options has just been incredible. And I think the last time that many of you saw her, she had the trip of a lifetime in New York City, which she still says is her best trip ever. So thank you again. She was actually walking on crutches. She could barely bend her knee. Yep, that's her. She could barely bend her knee. I think the most she was able to bend it at that time was 20 degrees or so. And so here's a great update. Now she has been working super hard in physical therapy. She can bend her leg now to over 110 degrees, which has been such a great miracle, because it was very hard. It was very hard for her to bend her knee. She was using crutches, but she hardly uses them now. In fact, she was actually walking the other day without her crutches at all. She loves to run and jump and play with her little brothers. And so it's just amazing to kind of see her progression. She still has a slight discrepancy between her left leg and her right leg. And so we're looking at potential surgery down the road to maybe grow the lower leg, her lower right leg. But other than that, she had a recent CT scan in April of this year. And thanks be to God that nothing was found, that everything was crystal clear. And so her doctor has recommended for her for long-term survivor care treatment. So it's just really, really amazing. Another good news is that she actually welcomed a baby brother last year. So he's a little over 1 now, and has been having so much fun. And she is turning 11 years old next month. So I just want to thank you for your support. You know, just kind of seeing this come full circle has just been amazing. And thank you again to Dave and George for talking about this. Yep, that's her. I'll probably sneak her in here in a little bit so that she can say hi. But again, I just really want to thank you for the support. It was, see, I'm going to start crying now, and I was not going to cry, but you started it, Dave.
It's our pleasure, and thank you so much for the update. And we really appreciate it. And you know, BMC, we all, us individually, love you, and we love that you came and told your story and gave us that update. And we are all excited to be part of what you taught us as Team Ava. So greatness for her, and so thank you again. And we're so happy that that last scan is very positive. So excellent news, and thank you. We also have some other thank yous, Dave, right? So people who help us. So if anybody knows me, and Dave knows this, I'm not a big fan of getting too many thank yous, because there's so many people here who do a lot of work in the back. So I know before we get into it, we do want to thank a couple people who help us make this day special.
Absolutely. So first off, absolutely. Yeah, Jeff talked about it. BMC cares. Shahed Al-Qadi, thank you for what you do. You join every call. You keep us organized, keep us honest, you keep us on track. So thank you for continuing the effort with us. Kristen Eckelkamp and Michelle Parkin for the support, for helping to further this cause, for helping to further this as part of our BMC culture. It is woven internationally into our culture. So we thank you for yours. And Jeff, of course, for your executive sponsorship and always sort of for being here, right? It's important. I know it's important for you personally. Forget about the professionally part. So thank you for that. And last but not least, the team captains who stepped in to lead, to organize, and to rally more people, more money, more funding, more research, more cures. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we appreciate that. We're gonna get into those team captains when we kind of start getting into the shaving, and we're almost there. So a couple more minutes. So one of the good things about St. Baldrick's is as we raise the funds, we have people who've been doing it more than 1 year in a row, right? So right now, when you've done 3 years in a row, you're considered a Squire Hope. So Jacobo, where are you, my friend? I'm gonna look you out. Congratulations, 3 years. When Jacobo approached us 3 years ago, he just said, I'm in. What do you guys need? Called us up. He's like, hey, I saw a poster and I want to be in. And he's never looked back. And I think, Jacobo, you're having one of your record years this year. So to continue to raise and then continue to raise the bar and challenge that and challenge yourself, we appreciate that. Katie Riccobono, where are you? You're somewhere there with your girls. That started with a quick dinner. I was out to dinner. She didn't even know me. She heard about the cause. And I said, yeah. And I told her about it. The next day I get an email. She's like, I want in. She's like, and she has never blinked, and she's brought everybody in with her. And you've definitely done a lot down in that culture down in Cary. And we love it in that inside sales team and that whole office. I'll tell you, you want to talk about a place that we miss visiting? I miss visiting that place and seeing all those people. I really do. And we can't wait to go back there.
Dude, I cannot wait.
I know Dave
It's the
loves
first
it
place
there.
I'm going. I
So-
promise, Katie. I remember that night. I think you said yes to him quicker than I did 5 years ago.
So I can't wait to get there. And then where's Matt Crowder? He's on his 3 years. I don't think Matt could directly join us at this hour, but he will be shaving later today, and looking forward for those pictures. And then you have what Squire Hope. These are 4 and 5 year people. So where's Andy? Andy's out there. I saw him in his backyard. Andy was one of the early people in with us. There you are, Andy. Thank you so much. Andy's having one of his record year. It is fantastic. So thank you so much. And then Dave Tobias is 5 years, and his wife, who is on the other side of the camera, Jody, who will be getting shaved again. So Jody will be her 4th year in a row. So fantastic. And then we have she's going to come in. Yay. This is Jody. She all keeps us sane. She keeps us on track. She's out there telling us what we got to do. And then we have a new person who's 2nd year. David Wright is not from BMC, but he's been a big part of us. He's over there. Wave to David. 11 years. So fantastic, David. Really appreciate it. And
Hang out. What? And George Ballantoni, also Knight Commander with 14 years of doing this as well. So George, well done. Great job. And again, to David and George, thanks for your leadership here.
Thank you. So one of the things that we have to talk about is top volunteer. So I don't know if we have someone has the latest numbers.
Hey, go ahead. Are you tracking it out there? I would love to know. Right. David, did you want to say something? I thought I heard David. I don't. Did you want to? I thought you heard you saying something.
It might be you. We don't know. We're trying to pull up some of the data. It's going to get close.
So Shahed, if you can check the site here, just kind of give us an update on where we are doing as a team. And right now, and by the way, the fundraising never ends, right? This number is going to continue to climb. We went to bed last night at 52,000, and we woke up this morning, we're at like 58. So Shahed, where are we?
60 now. $60,029.
Nice.
Number one is still Eric Lightfoot. Sorry,
Eric
guys.
Lightfoot. Okay.
Eric's the top individual, right? Who's the top team?
Yeah.
It's
Strategic East is top team.
Team East. Yeah. But Eric Lightfoot, 1st year in, fantastic. So again, it's one of the people that I want to say, I'm sitting at work and I get an IM and he's like, hey, I want to talk to you about St. Baldrick's. I was a little busy the next day. Hey, I want to talk to you. I call him up, hey, Eric. He goes, I'm in. That was it. That was the conversation.
And then he grew like 3 people's heads of hair. Like,
jealous of that growth. It's beautiful. It's stunning. Look at that thing.
Amazing.
And he hasn't looked back. And Eric, so thank you so much for leaning in, your leadership, and just being a part of this team. So we really appreciate it. We truly appreciate it. So thank you. We are going to jump over to what we'll call. So we're going to start the shaving, and we always kick it off with an honorary shavee. And this is someone who's special, has something they want to tell us about. And David, you want to kind of do the intro to our honorary shavee, and then we're going to kind of start the shaving.
And we're going to jump in. You ready? Honorary shavee, are you ready? All right, she's humble. So some of you know her. Many of us probably don't. She's a quiet hero at BMC, but today is a day when it feels like we kind of come together to celebrate life, celebrate trying to do good for others. I want to take a moment now and introduce to you someone who will help to remind us of what it is that brought us here, why we are doing this, right? So for those who are here with us today shaving and wearing green hair, and those who are watching, who have generated, so generously year after year, I want to remind everyone of why we do this, right? It's the amazing positive difference that the funding makes. And so Judith Peck, who is a member of the BMC family, she works as a contract manager, right, within customer success. So from the sales organization to you, Judith, thank you for that. But Judith quietly entered our little St. Baldrick's thing here, probably not even realizing what this was going to be. So she joined us here because she actually has a very personal story that she would like to share with you. And it will be a stark reminder of the positive outcome, what comes out of doing this good and this money. So Judith, I'm going to turn it over to you. After Judith tells you her amazing story, if everyone can please just go on mute and listen, because it will lift your spirits and it will make you feel really even better about what we've done. All you, Judith.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm very pleased to be a part of this fundraising cause, and it's my pleasure to share my brave granddaughter LaRue's story. In 2012, 2 days after Christmas, my granddaughter LaRue was diagnosed with leukemia, and the news stunned me. I wanted it to be me. I wanted to take everything that she went through and was going to have to go through and put it on me, and such was not the case. My daughter and her husband live in Wilmington, North Carolina, and they had to travel 2 hours to Raleigh, North Carolina, to receive her chemo and her testing and all the treatment that she had to have. And this was a hardship for them. But they have a wonderful community behind them, and the community rallied behind them and raised the funds and gave them the money that they needed for medical treatment or for whatever they needed at that time. It was truly uplifting to watch a community come together and get behind them. And as the treatments became more and more routine, the doctors in Wilmington, in Raleigh, North Carolina, worked with the doctors in Wilmington so that they wouldn't have to travel so much, and had some testing done in Wilmington as opposed to Raleigh. And as LaRue got more into the routine, she started to ask, are we going to the big doctor today, or are we going to the little doctor today? And the big doctor was not a big man. The big doctor was the big building in Raleigh, and the little doctor was the little building in Wilmington. And that question stunned me for a little 3-year-old, now 3 years old at the time, and relating to her normal everyday routine of going to doctors and receiving treatment. So it was hard for me, and I was stunned by the question and by her everyday routine. But she looked forward to the trip to going to Raleigh, because if she got to go to Raleigh, she got to go and have an adventure and stay in a hotel. And that was her favorite thing to do, was to go and stay in a hotel. And that was funded by a community backing them, a community raising funds. And this BMC team is a community raising funds. And I'm very proud to be a part of that team. it made a little girl so happy during a dark time. And she went through 2.5 years of chemo. And today, LaRue is a happy, healthy preteen. She's 11 years old. She turned 11 last month. And even though she's required to have annual checkups every year, she has passed the mark of being 5 years cancer-free. So I'm very pleased. And she still loves to travel and loves to spend the night in a hotel. So we try to make that for her every birthday or Christmas, or make it special for her every year. That's it. Thank you.
It's a wonderful story. Thank you so much. No, thank you. And thank you for sharing it with us. So
You're very welcome.
yeah, so we appreciate it. So we are going to go into, I guess, the shaving now, right? So it is going to be the Customer Success Crusaders. You guys are up first for the shave, and Matt Chapman and your team.
And so for those who aren't paying attention, Judith is actually also about to shave. So she's getting ready with her sheet there. So yeah, so if other folks who are not on the Customer Success Crusaders team can maybe turn the camera off,
It'd be great.
then I'll make sure the Customer Success Crusaders move to the front, and everyone can make sure we see them while they shave. And we'll talk to them.
Glasses off and everything. Judith's going for it.
Judith,
Judith, thanks for sharing your story, by the way.
You're welcome. You're
That
welcome.
was amazing.
Here we go. Yep.
Smiles their eyes. You hear the
Like this?
background.
I think it's the buzz of the shaver that really makes it exciting. It's like walk-on music, right? It's
All right.
Beautiful. Thank you, Judith, for taking us out. We also have another story too. While Judith's shaving, Regina, can you come off mute for a second?
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, Regina, great. Yeah, tell us
Do
a
you like
little
my
bit about.
little bow?
I love your bow. I love everything. Hello, everybody. So, why don't you tell us a little bit what you're doing?
Yeah, well, when I heard in our all hands call that this is happening, which was actually the first time I heard about it, even though I've been in BMC for years, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I kind of felt, well, I better check maybe with my husband if he'll still love me if I'm bald, and as well to, make sure the kids are okay with it. So I thought about it for a week and then decided, yeah, it's still what I want to do. So I've long hair,
Very
quite long hair. And it's not going to go to waste. I'm going to donate it to the Rapunzel Foundation, which is in Ireland, and they make real hair wigs for people living with hair loss. And yeah, as well, I've 2 healthy children here that love their hair. So I just really wanted to support and hearing the stories as well of children with cancer. I just can't even imagine what they're going through. So anything I can do to help, and really what I live by is, the word of God, the Bible says, freely you have received, freely you shall give. And there's nothing of my own accord that I have here and others don't or lose it. So I just want to give back to what I've received freely. And I just want to encourage, so I'm going all the way bald, just to encourage as well some friends that are currently going through cancer and hair loss. Particularly, it's hard for men as well as women, but I think for women and children, it's very obvious when we go out. And I just want to encourage you, it's not your hair, it's yourself. You're the one that's strong, and you're the one that shines, and you can shine with or without hair. So that's really, that's really for me.
We agree with that. As Dave knows, somebody in his house, his wife is 4 years in, and she looks forward to the day as much as we do. So thank you for sharing that story. It's beautiful. All right,
So
wonderful.
my children will start.
Yeah, they're adorable. Let it go. Yeah,
They want their photo up. Awesome.
great. Yeah. Hey, Matt, how are you doing out there, Mr. Chapman?
I'm doing well, Dave and George. I think I've told my story a few times, but I'll tell it quickly again if you don't mind. And it's just great being able to lead a team like this. Customer success is new to this. We did a small event last year, and now we're doing the virtual event, which is really a lot of fun. So I was never directly affected with childhood cancer, but my hero, who was my grandfather, both a Second World War vet as well as an FBI agent, went through cancer, specifically lung cancer. It was an ugly battle, and I would never want a child to have to go through what he did. I saw him go through it when I was 12, so I can just imagine what children have to go through and how they stay so positive, right? And so I want to raise as much money to eliminate childhood cancer so that they don't have to go through what my hero went through.
We agree. It affects all people, and that's the difference, right? So by the way, this group is looking fantastic. Everybody is doing well. I see Regina is getting her hair properly cut.
I was going to say, did you see that first one come off? You could see the kid working it.
Yeah, and look at that.
Yes,
Wow.
it's
That's beautiful.
Matt, no, people don't always know what they'll look like, better or worse when they shave.
It's always better.
I'm going better.
Always better.
It's always
Listen,
better. It's always better. And
bald
Judith,
is
you look
beautiful,
fantastic.
baby. Bald
Yeah,
is beautiful.
it is. It is great. Excellent. All right, while they're wrapping up, why don't we jump over to the next team, David?
It's got to be
Awesome.
inside
So who's
sales,
up
right?
next? Let's go with the Katie Riccobono and the inside sales team representing. You had like 17,000 volunteers. Look at those girls. They're just waiting for their moment on camera. Look at them.
So, yeah. So thank you. Thanks. I'm excited to be captain for this group, and I am excited to see everybody go through and go green or shave their heads, and looking forward to sharing that with you guys. I'd like to start with Dave Wright, who is year 2 with us, and he actually is not a BMCer, but I consider you honorary BMC family, and really looking forward to hopefully next year actually being able to do this with you in person, Dave. So this is year 11 for you, and I think over the last 11 years you've raised over $50,000 just by yourself, which is phenomenal. So would love to, if you could just share your story with us a little bit as we start kind of kicking off.
Thank you very much, Katie. I'd like to first off thank you for including me as a non-BMCer. Last year was virtual. I needed to find a new team, and you guys were really welcoming. I appreciate you letting me do it again this year. I also want to thank Dave and George for including me in the group. And next, I want to thank Brooke Hudson, who's going to be shaving my head. She shaved my head for St. Baldrick's for the last 5 years, and we're doing it today at her salon in South Durham, Salon B54. So yeah, my story's a little different, I guess. I have friends that have been impacted by pediatric cancer. So when I was in high school, my sister's best friend went through really extensive chemotherapy, and my sister and I would visit her like the week a month that she was an inpatient in the hospital. And then fast forward to my son, when he was in high school, one of his best friends had a huge brain tumor removed. And so there's definitely far too many people on this call that have been impacted by pediatric cancer. So we're doing what we can to help eradicate and help research. I actually work for a biotech company based in Seattle that's focused exclusively on developing cancer therapies. So I'm kind of like, it's my passion in fundraising. It's also my passion in terms of my career. But yeah, I wanted to thank everyone for doing that, and really look forward to seeing you guys in person next year, hopefully. And just share that. So yeah, this year, I think I'm second in fundraising for the group. I've got over $9,000 and almost 60,000 over the 11 years now.
Awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We can't wait to see this beard come off, Dave.
Yeah, that's the other thing I should have shared actually is I started shaving with St. Baldrick's 11 years ago. I had lots of hair, but gravity's taken its toll and it's now coming out of the bottom of my face.
No way.
I got to grow a beard.
Good, Jeff. You've got something to aim for next year.
Dude, I was just going to say, I think I have something to aspire to now.
Yeah, just you got to make it worthwhile for the people that are donating, right? So this is what's worthwhile. And
is that a full year worth?
This is since November. It's about 8 inches long.
Wow.
And my wife's sitting here kind of working the camera, and she can't wait till the beard is gone.
I'm going for it. Thanksgiving's the last time I look well kept. I'm just gonna grow it out like that then next year.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll have a competition.
Well, there goes the Santa Claus job.
Yeah, maybe yours won't be quite so white.
Well, hey, David, welcome to the BMC family, and that's what we love. So you're part of it now. You're part of us. You're part of the culture. So thank you for being in. Excellent.
So, Kate, there's a few more
go
from your
ahead.
team. Yeah, all yours.
We've got Greg. Greg's on year 2, if I'm correct, right, Greg? And I think you have
Yeah.
this super special talent of actually shaving your head by yourself, which is always impressive. So thank you for doing this again. And then I'll let you guys talk too. And I think Deja and Allie and Colin are all in year 1. So thank you guys for jumping in and joining us with this. I love to see everybody's faces, and everybody jump in if you want to share your stories or what motivated you to kind of be a part of this.
I just want to say I'm like you said, year 2 participating in this event. I started at BMC in late 2019 and was fortunate to be a part of George and Dave's team at work, and they introduced me to St. Baldrick's, and it's just such a great organization, and I'm thrilled to contribute and help out any way I can, and definitely looking forward to keep doing this for years to come.
No, we appreciate it, and thank you everything that you've done and do for us. So thank you, Greg. And it is great to see everybody out here. As we said early on, I really wish, and if you asked me last year, I thought it was going to be the only time we were doing virtual, and it's I wish I could see all you guys in person. I do miss that down there with the cookouts or camp or the food trucks down there and the whole thing. So it's great. So fantastic. All right.
Look at Greg, man. He's going in.
He's doing a great job.
Much better this year than last year, Greg, by the way. Not even a mirror, just going at it.
Just going after it. I'll clean it up later when I get in front of the mirror.
Butchering that scalp. Love it.
Good. It's all good. All right. We're right on track to kind of go into the third section. So the field sales team. So if they could turn on their cameras, the field sales team. So there's Eric Lightfoot, and let's see, Raul's somewhere out there, and Akobo, and the gang, and Morgan's over there. He might be there. Pato's there.
Pato. Patricio, you might know him as Pato.
Yep. I have to say, it's an honor and privilege to be in the field sales team with you guys, day in and day out, not just for St. Baldrick's, but for everything we do. And, many friendships here throughout the time. Morgan, I consider you a much more than a friend. You are a big part of my family, and I appreciate you doing this from afar and everything. And Eric, I'm so excited for you to kind of get us going and kicking it off. This is actually the part, Dave, where you and I have to shave. So, yeah, it does have to come off, Dave.
Oh, it's coming off. Well, I'll tell you what, for anyone out there on the YouTube channel watching who was thinking maybe I should donate more, look at these beautiful locks that are coming off, huh? I did try, just so you know, my hair's not normally orange. I did try dyeing it last week. The box of home dye that I bought was as blonde as you could get. It did not come out blonde. It came out orange. So I am very happy to be shaving today for more than one reason. So,
all right. So, I'm not going to shave until I see Eric Lightfoot get the first swack in that beautiful, beautiful head of hair he has.
Get in.
It's time. This is 1 week's worth
I'll
of
take off my jacket. Yeah. What'd you say? 1 week's worth of growth there?
Yeah, just 1 week. Just 1 week. All right, my lovely wife gets to do this. Happy anniversary, sweetheart.
What a gift. What a gift. Shave that head. Shave that head.
What about
Oh,
Raul?
thank God. Are they about to do Tobias? Good Lord.
Raul, who's shaving you?
Oh, you ready?
Eric, I really hope she's going down the middle. Awesome.
I'm gonna scroll better. There. Oh yes, Raul. Is somebody gonna shave Thon's mustache as part of this? I hope.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good. Somebody disabled my video. Yeah, it's
I
coming
can
off.
see you as well.
It's coming off.
Oh, the mustache too?
Please.
Well, I didn't hit my goal. We still have time. But yes, I will take it off.
What was your goal?
I think my goal was 2,500, but then I upped it to 4,000 to try and beat what I did last year.
What are you short?
I don't know. A couple $100 probably. Probably haven't checked it in about an hour.
I got you, Thon. Shave that mustache off. I'm taking care of it right now.
Wait, what was the amount for the mustache?
Jeff, I'm in for 100 for the
Don't
mustache.
raise it.
Guys, I'm really sorry. I've got a client meeting I have to get right this minute. Right this minute. I gotta.
Where is Andy?
Eric, I gotta say, I think you look better, buddy. I love that look. Right there. You're done.
Let's see what I can see here. No. Oh, this is so much better than last year.
Oh, right there. Just clippers, right? Because last year they broke. We need like a
You remember that, right?
I do remember that. Do a little mohawk. That'd be great.
New clippers.
Nice.
Kobo's going solo too. Way to go, buddy.
I'm playing solo, man.
He's riding
I can't mess it up, so.
Riding solo. I think Raul looks better without hair, just for the record.
Raul looks fantastic.
No, dude, you look good.
With the people who are shaving their own heads.
Woo! Got a quick start on my hair, huh?
Oh, there's Ava. Hello, Ava.
Hi.
Hey, Ava.
She can't wait to see crazy hair guy.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Just look in Andy's square.
Oh, look, there's Andy. I see it.
Hey, Ava, how are you?
I'm doing great.
It's been a long time. It's good
Yeah.
to see you.
Yeah,
Eric, does it feel better?
Oh yeah, I feel a lot better.
Oh, good.
I'm not really using my crutches anymore.
And Judith.
That's awesome.
Hey.
It was so great to hear an update on how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm doing really good. I can bend my leg to 110 degrees now.
That's awesome. That's great news.
Judith looks beautiful. Big round of applause for how beautiful Judith looks.
Where is she? I can't see her.
Can we
Hi,
spotlight
Judith,
it?
you look great. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can we
Thanks.
spotlight it? There you go.
Very nice.
Hello.
How does it feel, Judith?
Good.
It feels great. It feels great.
Good.
I just
Judith,
need
thank you. Thank
I
you.
wish I had a green hat.
She want a thumbs up? Sorry.
And where's Regina? Can we spotlight Regina?
Regina's looking great.
Let's see.
Jeff, how did you
Almost,
tape so
almost
quickly?
home, Regina. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Andy, you look like you've done this before.
This was the cheapest cut in college.
Totally. Oh, I was hoping you'd keep the mullet in the back.
Huh?
I feel like somebody needs to go help Jacobo. Jacobo's got like clumps in weird places. Do you have a mirror, Jacobo?
I'm trying to use the laptop as a mirror.
You using like the sun's the reflection off the pool, or you know what I think you need Andy Thon's trimmer. That's the issue.
Yeah, you need a good trimmer for these.
Looks good, Andy.
So
don't forget
is that
the
Dave-
spot between
Dave
your
beard,
nose
right?
and your top
Mateo,
lip.
¿me ayudas?
David has the beard, right? Where's David? I'm on my phone, so I can't see anybody.
Mateo, would you help me?
Andy, you got to send me your donation page. I can't find it.
Yeah, I can't
I'll
find
send
it
it to you.
either. Send it to me too, Andy.
Who's that, Michelle?
Yeah.
Yes,
Who's that?
please.
Hey, Michelle.
If you can't recognize me in my
Oh, there you are.
That's right. Yeah, no.
screen.
All right, I'm gonna let my wife do the mustache. Come on, Audrey, you wanna do my mustache?
Andy, you really doing the mustache? I love it.
Doing it all. Doing it
All right, Michelle, you
Clean
finally got
sweep.
your wish.
Oh, David, I hadn't noticed the orange. That is a very interesting shade. Jody, you look beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Hey, this is Dave Wright. Is it possible to turn my video back on for a second? I want to show Jeff what he can look like next year.
Bring it on. What do you got?
The host
Someone-
is disabled.
Someone's disabled my video.
Dave. George, can somebody put Dave's video on?
While you guys are working that out, a huge shout out to Jody Tobias.
Jody, always.
She says thank you.
You look beautiful, Jody.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's do this, baby.
Off it goes,
Hang on,
Tobias.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this. That's probably a good
I
idea.
might just have to send you a picture, Jeff. No one's put the video back on.
It's all good.
David said your hair is just so cool, Dave.
There it goes.
Hey, Ava, what's up, Ava?
You could have half the beard.
Hair's crazier this year.
Oh my God, look at that. That's amazing. You should keep that. Go for a walk like that before you shave the other half off.
I don't think my wife will let me keep it like this for you.
Just for like an hour, like just around the block a few times, you get some weird looks and.
Hey, we'll have a competition next year.
All right. Man, Thanksgiving to June's a long time to grow that sucker.
That is funny.
Cool.
Oh yeah, off it comes, Dave. Regina, I think you look great. You're all gonna find that this is a much better hairdo. Like high and tight, very. I mean, showering's quick and easy. Like
you can style it with a wet cloth now, so I don't need a hairbrush or anything.
nope, nothing.
Looking good.
Can't see
You
it.
look great, Regina.
I know, I like it.
Yeah.
Ava likes. Everybody likes
will
it.
you keep it that way? I was like, well, we'll see if I like it. But I definitely feel I will. I already feel
Except whoever is.
I already feel the draft. So definitely more drafty up here now.
It's your summer cut.
Yeah.
There you go.
It looks fantastic, Regina. It looks great, and your first couple nights when the pillow hits the head, it'll feel a little unique. But after that, you'll love that you don't have to deal with it. It's got a lot more freedom. So
My
everybody
son's
is
class gave me a medal today for the kindness award. So
We do a kindness award every week in school.
yeah. So this time they decided I'll get it. So
Usually it's someone in the
thanks
class.
very much.
Always listen to the kids. The kids know.
Exactly.
That's beautiful. That's wonderful. Love hearing that story. All right, let's see. Anybody still shaving besides Mr. Tobias here? What a look! That is.
I don't know. I've never had the double, by the way. Hey, hey, Shahad,
Are your
how are we
eyebrows
doing?
gone?
I don't have much in the way of eyebrows, so we're keeping those. Shahad, do we have an update on where we are as a team?
You broke up there a little, Shahad. One more time.
764.
Shahad, you're in the matrix, buddy.
Am I?
Yeah, you're not. The audible's not good.
Type it in the chat, Shahad, and then we'll shout it out for you. 60,764.
Yes, it's much louder in person.
Keep going. We
Lightfoot,
can
I
get to
think it looks
100.
great.
Everybody donate $100 and ask Tobias to never make that noise again.
Dude, I'll do it. Andy just needs to send me the damn link.
Oh, this feels so good.
Hey, Jeff, it's in the chat.
All right, cool.
Just scroll up a little bit.
Everybody's gonna put theirs then. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna go broke.
Yeah, I think so.
It's $60,968 now. We're like $30 away from 61.
We're going. Huh?
60,958
Beautiful.
and on the rise.
Who's the guy who did the?
Oh,
All right. Hey, so can everybody turn their cameras on? We left Dave one last little piece of hair, just so you know. That's what I'm giggling about over here. We didn't shave it off.
You're all fired. You're fired.
So listen, I just want to say thank you everybody for a wonderful event again. And for everybody who's watching out there, no, the lines don't close, so you could still give today, tomorrow, the next day, whatever you feel like. And for those who are inspired, can you, you want to join us next year and be a part of this? We'd love to have you. Jeff, we'd love to have you talk a little bit about, BMC culture for us a little bit, and then we'll close it out from there.
yeah, look, I'll keep it short and sweet. We've always talked about being the kind of organization that works hard and plays hard, right? I mean, we are obviously a high performance team. We're a destination company, right? All the sort of buzzwords that we use all the time to describe really the level of professionals that we have on this team too. But what really makes this place cool, and what certainly makes me want to be here, and what I talk about with people that I'm interviewing all the time, is the culture that really has evolved with all the people here, right? We have new people coming in every day. I apologize for the background. We've got new people coming into the organization every day. We've got some people who have been here a long time. So we get this really healthy balance of people that, are new to the organization, people that understand its heritage as well, right? And it gets this great sort of mix. And then you add to that the fact that everybody really cares, right? And likes being around each other. And, we do cool things, and it's fun, to work at BMC and to work with all of you. And you get this amazing culture, right? And it's something that no matter what happens at BMC and the tons of iterations and the changes and the chapters that we all, kind of go through together as we write this story, the culture is the one thing that remains important, remains fundamental to who we are. And it's something we want to keep, right? So Olivia and Kristen kicked off a Culture Keepers initiative earlier this year, which is really about maintaining that, right? And making sure that we have avenues to have fun, to give back, right? And to spend time with one another, this being chief among them. And so that's what Culture Keepers really is all about. I want to thank all of you that are playing a role in it, because there's a great many of you that are helping decide what that looks like right over the coming year. And so thank you for that. And again, to everybody on the call, this being one of the really cool things that I feel like we get to do together each year. Thank all of you, and especially to George and to Dave for leading the charge here. I appreciate it. So with that, it's all yours, George and Dave, to take us home.
Yeah, so I want to give one last thanks to the crew at St. Baldrick's. So Vanessa, Robin, everybody there, day in and day out working with us, helping us make this, and what you do with the funds and how you give them out, and all the greatness that you guys do, and the work you put in. We would not be there. Kathleen, thank you for your leadership there. We truly appreciate it. And St. Baldrick's, thank you for everything. So everybody on this call, everybody wearing green hair, our friends that have come back to visit us, and Judith and Regina and everybody, truly, truly thank it so much. So congratulations. Go enjoy the day. Make sure you do something fun. Thank you, everybody.
Great work, everybody.